And are we already recording here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't...
What? We've already had so much conversation this evening, which we haven't recorded. All this is lost to time.
I know, and no one's ever going to know that we talked about such important shit.
Like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
The importance of how they actually link together, because I want to let you know something. Johnny Cage in the game was supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme first.
What, did they not get licensing rights or something?
Well, it was one of the things where they're like, oh, hey, we have this up-and-coming star. We'll put him in our game. And then he become bigger, and they're like, yeah, we can't afford him now. So we need generic actor number, 5. Which I don't know that actor's name. I wish I did.
Or the one that played him in the movie?
No, the one that plays him and played.
Did they have an actual motion capture guy?
Yeah, yeah, because they do a lot of Comic-Cons and different events where they show up. They're like, hey, I was the original fighter in Mortal Kombat. Take a picture with me.
Part of me wants to just, believe that it was Sasha Mitchell. Cody from Step by Step. Even if it had nothing to do with him, part of me is happy thinking that maybe that was him.
I wish it were him, but it wasn't him. It was definitely someone else. I think Sasha killed someone. Did he kill someone?
Well, in real life?
I think so. Or he did something where it was just not a good thing. Where he was maybe he was abusive to women.
I hadn't heard about that. Damn.
Yeah, there was something where we were like, oh yeah, Cody beats up on women. I'm like, no.
That's not cool.
But that is
ruining my childhood.
Yeah, I know. Just that's what I'm here for. I'm here to ruin people's childhood and to talk about just random shit that we won't talk about on the internet.
Which is a great segue into the first episode of the Rubber Duck Syndicate podcast.
Welcome to it.
Yes, we are now officially at episode 1.0, which means...
Yes!
We have committed now.
We did it!
Yes.
We're doing it.
We are in the middle of doing it, yes.
We're doing... No,
this is like a Spaceballs bit. We're still in the middle of the movie. We can rent the movie. Kids, Spaceballs was a movie in the 80s.
Yes, it was spoofing Star Wars. Now, if you haven't watched the original Star Wars, you are dead to me, okay? You need to watch the original Star Wars. And I know it is old. It is dated. But it is referenced so much that you need to understand what's going on. Because, it's mind-blowing that there are some people, in their 20s that only know the prequels. The prequels. Yeah. And they're like, oh man, Phantom Menace was great. I'm like,
they're allowed. They grew up with it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like Ewoks. If you're a certain age, you love Ewoks.
Yes.
If you are a different age, you hate Ewoks.
I actually enjoy Ewoks. They are right.
Because you were young enough when you introduced to them that they are a part of your nostalgic memory.
No, I like them because they killed a lot of stormtroopers.
They were kind of badass.
Yeah. People are like, oh, they were these cute little furry bear things. No, if you go back and watch, what was it, Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah, go back and watch Return of the Jedi, kids. Watch Return of the Jedi.
That's the third one.
That is the third one. Go back and watch that, and you'll see that they have helmets of many stormtroopers. Now, they didn't get those helmets peacefully.
They could have traded for them.
Trade what? What trade do Ewoks have? What resource do they have?
You know the answer to this.
No, I don't. What are you gonna say?
Ewok sex.
If I can walk off this, I totally would.
We're in episode 1. He's already done.
Come get some of this Ewok pussy. I'm pretty sure no one's ever said that until right now.
Ewussy?
Ooh. Usi? Get some of this Usi.
Yeah, we got to stop this and start over.
Nope, we're in it. We're rolling. We're keep going. This
we are setting the bar for future episodes.
You're getting the raw of us just riffing. We have no planned. We have no planned segments at the moment.
Maybe we should have planned something.
We should,
because we think we're hilarious, but we're going to have to watch this afterwards and see ourselves and like, wow, I really said that out loud, didn't I?
You definitely did, and we're gonna have to live in it. But the thing is, they're going to have to live in it too.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to they're going to go into work or they're home, and someone's going to look at them and they're going to have like a real concerned look on their face, and they're like, "Hey, Greg, what's wrong?" You're like, someone said Ewok pussy. And they're going to have to say,
Dad, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. And you know it too. You're like, I'm not sorry about any of this.
That's just because my parents haven't seen it yet.
Well, they will. They're going to become one of the many, many followers of the Rubber Duck Syndicate. Join now. Hit buttons. Do all the
Remember
things.
to like and subscribe. Do we even know what platforms we're going to be on yet?
All of them.
All the platforms.
We're going. Guess what? We're bringing back MySpace. And
GeoCities.
And Friendster.
I remember Friendster.
We're going. You know what? Also Napster.
Napster.
We're going to bring back Napster, Friendster.
Emule.
We're going to be on not OnlyFans, Only Farmers.
Only Farmers.
Only
That's
Farmers.
a thing.
Like, I think there's a dating site called like Only Farmers or Farmer Hand or something where like it's farmers looking for love.
Like rural dating.
Something like that. But everyone thinks it's like, oh, it's gonna be some hot farmers where he's gonna have overalls and a six pack. No, this is Jeb. He's 512 pounds. He's at least 6'3", but he only has like 5 teeth.
I mean, how many teeth does he need?
Oh, but yeah, he only needs the 5, like the 3 up here and then 2 at the bottom. So
You can get corn off the cob that way.
Yep. So, but also you can, I guess, go to the side so he can hit you with the side mouth and just start licking stuff if he really needs to. Some of that side licking. That's how he licks the side of like Ewok pussy. Just like, he doesn't pay for it though. He gets it for free.
He trades a stormtrooper helmet. Because Jeb's a stormtrooper.
I don't know. I think there's like height and weight requirements.
Like the Rockettes?
Yes. They get people lined up. They're like, hey, you want to be a stormtrooper? Get these high kicks up. Get them knees up.
I'm not going to lie. I would watch like a stormtrooper Rockette routine.
I'm pretty sure they have something like that now because Disney owns
everything.
So, because I've seen a lot of stormtroopers and Darth Maul and Darth Vader doing crazy dances at Disney parks. So,
oh yeah, the theme parks, they have all kinds of shows and like walk on dance routines and stuff like that. I guess. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So that I guess Disney, once Disney actually listens to this, they're going to take our idea of having a stormtrooper rocket. I guess course kick line, whatever it is.
Just a whole Rockette stage routine, but stormtrooper outfits. You could have Darth Vader as the centerpiece. I'm trying to figure out how you work Jabba the Hutt into a Rockette's routine, but that would just be a costuming challenge.
He would just be the background. Oh, you know what?
They could slide down him onto the floor like a water slide.
I thought about that right now. Is Jabba the Hutt actually male?
I think Jabba the Hutt was male.
They never indicated.
Well, they never did the close up on the the Hutt genitalia, but there are like in one of the the prequels, I'm pretty sure they showed some other Hutt, and that other Hutt I think was supposed to be female.
True.
Which would sort of imply that Jabba was male because if there are stereotypical female characteristics present in some Hutts, not in him or it.
Yeah, because whenever they just say it's Jabba, they may refer to him as him at some point.
Yeah. Well, the original bit you must have seen this footage. Like the original scene where they're introducing each other to the Hut is like a big Scottish dude in furs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Solo, my boy. It is surreal to see that and to see which way they went with that. I mean, I guess
like kids, you're missing out so much if you don't go back and watch the originals.
Yeah, also, you're going to see different versions of the originals because George Lucas has been changing it constantly since it was, first released. But remember, it is 100% universal truth that Han shot first.
Yes. Han shot first. I'm pretty sure there are scientists out there that try to prove that Guido shot first or Han did. Whatever. We all know Han shot first because Han is a scoundrel.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Han Solo is he goes from being a basically bad guy, more no morals, smuggling pirate sort of guy who is willing to kill somebody to get out of being bounty hunted.
Yes.
And then he makes the selfless decision to come back and fight the Empire. I mean that's the whole point of having his moral story arc. And if you say that, oh no, he was only ever fighting out of self-defense to begin with, it's like, okay, so wait. He was always a hero. He just decided that he was going to fuck with everybody and, leave for a while and then come back.
Yeah, that's a hero's journey. That's exactly how it goes.
The hero is, he's met with conflict, he overcomes it, and then he fucks with everyone else, and then that's the hero's journey.
It's just a new written path of it. That's all it really is. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, there was another thing. Oh, yes. Ooh, I got a tidbit for Star Wars. All right,
I think we found the theme for the first episode here.
Yeah, I know.
Stuff that Disney's going to sue us for.
Definitely. But they're definitely going to sue us for what the music was called in the original Star Wars.
This is canon. This is
canon, folks.
Yes.
And I love it so much.
The Cantina Band. I can never remember the name of the band. It's somebody and the somethings. There is an official name for the alien band in the Cantina.
True. There's a name for that band. I'm pretty sure there are people that have more knowledge than both down your lives.
There's someone in the comments already that is correcting us, or at least providing the correct name.
Yes, thank you, because they're like, it's this, you dorks. And we're like, yeah, okay, guess what? I get Sexo too, so...
It's like, I feel like not knowing the name of the band is almost enough to offset the fact that we know what the music is called.
Yes, and, folks, it's called jizzing.
Jizz music.
Is jizz music.
It's supposed to be like jazz, but with aliens.
Yeah.
And apparently they picked this term before the more commonly associated term jizz was popularized.
Yes.
So this is not actually their fault, but they did commit to it in writing.
And we can't get faulted for it because we're using in the right context of the music called jizzing.
Yeah, everyone loves jizz.
Yeah, because, when you walk into a place, you're like, you know what? I want, some jizz in here would be great.
Freeform jizz.
Ooh, freeform jizz and some, loud jizz or, some soft, subtle jizz.
You don't want to be overwhelmed by the jizz.
No, you don't want to be overwhelmed by the jizz. Too much jizz is just too much. Sometimes you need to calm down on the jizzing. Yeah,
my parents can never watch this episode.
Hey, they just watch us be in a relationship already.
Oh, you mean the improv thing?
Yes, they already watch us be in a relationship where we want to be polyamorous.
That was a great suggestion. Thanks, Adam, for that suggestion.
Yeah, I was waiting for anyone else. It's but he's like, polyamory! I was like, anyone else? And they're like...
Mom, Dad, you want to know? Yeah, so my parents were in the audience for an improv show, and O and I ended up being a couple who were exploring becoming polyamorous with, 3 or 4 others?
Yeah, I just wanted 3 others. You want to introduce Riley.
Hey, I have to have some input here.
Yeah, with the knots and bullshit like that.
I like the knots.
That's a great thing about improv, folks. As much as we love doing it, trying to explain it sounds so out of term because like we'll tell you exactly what happened in the scene, but when you're not there, it just sounds weird as hell.
This is why people think improv people are weird, because we're fucking weird.
We actually are, because we're just letting shit just flow through our minds and we're like, how should I feel about this? What can I do? How can I make this scene even crazier? And then, we'll just bring in some extra shit and go from there and like it. And, you can't say no.
Yeah.
So it becomes...
We actually didn't have a single dick joke in that routine, did we?
No.
We were referring around it, but we never actually, defaulted to our usual level of humor.
No, we...
Technically, we were doing high-class comedy with that whole bit.
Well, we did, but also I referred to, like, every... open
Other
up.
parts of the anatomy.
Yeah, I was like, just
Okay,
open
so
up.
maybe not high-class.
Like, it was a different class. It wasn't high class. It was just a different path that we took. So, like, instead of going the normal, just, like, dirt road, dick, vagina path, like, we take this, like, crazy alleyway and, talk about orifices. Just because, we could. And ropes. And, stew. And what else? There was something else.
Camping, there was stew.
There are rope grades.
Yeah, different grades of climbing rope.
REI.
The Ashley Book of Knots.
Yeah. It was so much craziness that was just laid out there that it just made it enjoyable. It was fun. I liked it.
I think we traumatized my parents, though.
A little bit. I think they were more traumatized by the fact of when they were introducing the show, and they were like, "Hey, this is hey, welcome to the show. We have this thing called the Key Party. If you're older, you know what a Key Party is." And your parents are like whispering to each other. They don't know what it is.
Apparently, my mom genuinely did not know. She's, she is old enough to have been through that whole time period when swingers and key parties were a thing. I guess they might still be a thing. I just don't know about them.
Oh, no, it's much more out in the open now. So before, I guess, they would have to keep, you would have to get people that were cool. They were like, hey, we're going to do this thing. We're going to have keys, put it in there, maybe pull out the keys. And you have to get the okay with your wife. And then you go from there. Now
you got a big, instead of a fishbowl with keys in it, now you got a filing cabinet with medical histories.
Yeah, because, you have to know what's going on with other people. You don't want to catch something and you were like, oh, who did I get this from? I don't fucking know. And now you're like, oh, now I got this fire crotch.
Yeah, doing detective work to figure out why it burns when you pee is just adding insult to injury. What?
No, it's just the insult to injury part. I was like, yeah, that lines up. Yeah. No, it's much more, I guess, not frowned upon anymore. Because there's a lot of couples that are like polyamorous, where they're like, oh yeah, we're a straight couple, but a woman may have a boyfriend on the side. Or she's like, oh, I'm fine with my husband getting some every so often, but he's going to keep coming back to me.
Oh, like the actress that I have repeatedly pointed out the amazing eyes on, Alexandra Daddario. Apparently, she and her husband famously had an open marriage.
Oh, cool.
Which, I did not know until I saw some report that apparently she was now pregnant, and so that of course there were internet jokes about that, but apparently they were just in that kind of relationship, and it works for them.
Yeah, it works for them, and some people they were like, oh, that's. I was like, you know what? Don't yuck someone else's yum. And if they're into that, cool. As long as they're being safe, all right. If they're not hurting anyone, be free. Do what you want.
Everybody can consent. Everybody does consent. Mm-hmm. We're good.
Yeah, because that reminded me. There's I haven't watched the show, but I've just seen advertisements on whatever streaming service. I forget the name of it. Sorry, but there's two couples, both men, women, that are just with each other. They're just all together.
Just like a group relationship?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh yeah, we're totally fine with this. We met, whatever amount of time ago, and we just kind of figured yeah, we'll be in this relationship with this other couple, and that's how they work out. I was like, hey, good, go for it, have fun. But there's so many people that will just be like, oh, I can never do that, and they're like, okay, you can never do that. What
You
about
never have to.
Yeah, what about your spouse? And they're like, oh, I'll never do that. But then the husband or the wife will be like, yeah, I'll totally fuck Michael B. Anthony. Yeah, they definitely would. or what was that woman's name?
Who's
again?
Michael B. Anthony?
You don't know Michael B. Anthony?
Were you trying to say Michael B. Jordan
Or yeah, that too. Him. All of them. That other black dude. He's the same one. He's just a knock. He's just a knockoff.
You combined Anthony Mackie and Michael B. Jordan and created a new black celebrity.
All black people look alike. That's what happens.
You racist.
Yes.
Can't believe I have to explain this to you.
Yep. What do you mean you?
I mean, you're usually so well informed on these things.
I know. I was just having. I don't know what's going on. I know. I'm just Michael B. Anthony. I was like, who? Maybe I'm just thinking like, who else was I thinking? Maybe Anthony Mackie.
And then there's Michael C. Hall, the dude who plays Dexter.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall from the 80s. And, well, actually, I think he's still acting.
He is. He's actually in Reacher season 3.
Oh, he's in season 3.
Yes.
He does seem like he would be naturally disposed to playing cops at this point. Is he a cop or is he a villain?
Neither.
Do they have other characters on this show?
Yes.
Wow, maybe Reacher season 3 has branched out and is not just casual murder anymore.
No, there's still casual murder. It's like I'm just this giant dude. They're like, hey, I got this information on you. No, you don't. Break legs. I'm like, what the? Why are you breaking legs so casually? Like, he's done it a whole bunch.
Yeah, so to catch everyone else up, I saw season 1 of Reacher with what's his name? Alan Ritchson as the main character,
Yes.
and it's actually really good. Kind of nuanced storytelling. Is this guy who gets thrown into a bad situation and is making the best out of being in a moral gray area, but is still for the most part the good guy. Then season 2 comes around and they are just killing everyone and hiding bodies, and it is just a nightmare. And I haven't watched season 3 yet, but my associate here tells me that apparently it kind of gets better.
It gets a little better. Like, they're not as murdery, I guess. Sorry, spoiler for people that haven't watched it. It's, you'll get around to it. But it's not as murdery, I guess, because I'm only on, I want to say episode 3 or 4. And maybe there have been like 4 to 5 murders.
Well, that's slowing down, I guess.
It's slowing down.
Yeah, because they did them in pairs at a time. There's always at least 2 guys that got murdered at each event. Wow.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like Mortal Kombat. I was like, how many legs are you breaking to do this? Like, he's broken so many people's legs, just him just doing shit. I was like, you do this on the regular. You're breaking people's legs way too much, way too casually, and way too easy. He's just like,
our hero is a gigantic psychopath.
yes, because he roams the earth with only a toothbrush and the clothes on his back.
Yeah, which, I mean, regardless of what you think of the whole, individual freedom lifestyle and all that, that is objectively some, therapy needing behavior right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a little psychopathish. Because, you'll talk to somebody and be like, oh, you're sitting at a bar or, eating a piece of pie. They're like, oh, where are you headed? I'm going to, Bumblefuck, Tennessee. What's there? I heard there's a rumor of a ghost. Really? Oh, you're taking your car? Got no car. Oh, you got your backpack? No backpack. What do you got? This one single toothbrush.
And a gun.
And a legal gun.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like, I already broke both of your legs, so you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, no, the least believable thing about Reacher, though, is that the main character, Alan Ritchson, is a guy that lives on the road eating at diners and like fast food restaurants.
Yes.
And has like completely ripped 8-pack body.
Yeah, it's just completely in shape. Like, I was like, all right, when does he have time to work out, or does he actually work out?
Well, I guess breaking legs takes some physical effort. And then he picks up bad guys by the throat. 1 rep, 2 reps.
He's just over there like breaking legs and re-breaking them. Like, one.
Gotta set this. Didn't break where I wanted it to break.
He's breaking them in like multiple parts. He's
It's like the Game of Thrones bit with the mountain. Like like they showed like the mountain warming up for his duel. He's got this big sword. His warm up is they have prisoners or slaves and they throw him and they make him run toward him and he cuts them in half with a sword. That's him warming up.
He's like, just a light warm up. Let me just cut these people in half. How do you just like continue on with that? Like, if you're going against the mountain and you see someone just cut people in half, you're like, I'm going to fight that dude. No, the fuck I'm not.
No, they I think they had spears. I mean, they were making them go up and like, okay, yeah, you're going to fight this guy who has killed literally everyone he's ever come into contact with, and that's why he's here. We hired him to fight and murder people.
Yes, and he's doing a very good job.
Yeah, I know. We couldn't give him like a stick to wave around to warm up. No, just actual sword, actual people.
It's like he's maxed out his stats, max stats. Strength 10, height 10, dexterity maybe 8. I don't know. I'm pretty sure like some D&D people will be like, actually, shut up, you dork. I love these dorks though.
Well, that's the thing. Like I am definitely of the what's the word? I have the characteristics naturally of a dyed-in-the-wool D&D nerd. I just have not been able to find a group of people in the area to do D&D with.
That's okay. So let me not explain it, but like what I've come across. So for what happens with people for D&D or any kind of gathering, you want to get a group of people, and they're like, yeah, we all want to do this thing. Cool. Who's going to organize it?
Everyone's waiting for you personally to step up.
So one person is like, hey, I'll organize it. Cool, great, you'll be the dungeon master. You're like, why? Yeah. You're like, okay, cool, I'll organize everything and get everything together. What night is going to be great for everyone? Everyone is all over
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
And you're like, okay, a majority of people can do Thursday. And then you got fucking Tim. He's like, I can't do Thursday. Tim, what do you got going on Thursday? I just can't do Thursday. Tim, what the fuck do you got going on Thursday that you can't do it? Everyone else is on board except for you. That's my porn night. Fuck you, Tim. Move your porn night to Wednesday and then join everyone else.
That was a very specific anecdote you just told.
Hey, I get into fucking details. Improv fucking taught me that. Details fucking matter. Yeah, that's
people have just one porn night?
Hey, if he's going to OnlyFans and there is one person that streams that night on Thursday night, and that's
this is live porn night.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's when he knows when that person's going to be on live, and that he can throw his money at them so they can do whatever freaky thing on on camera so that he can get off.
Tell them that he's loved.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad, but it's actually so true though too. But no, he knows it's Thursday night is that thing. It's like, okay, Tim, fucking get a different night or get a new person on OnlyFans.
Invite your OnlyFans to play D&D.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's a fucking money making idea. Hold up, we'll get back to that. I'm going to set that to the side.
The idea of porn star D&D campaigns. I mean, that would just no joke. That would be fun to watch.
I'm gonna grab that in there. I'm gonna put that over here. We're gonna talk about that.
Set that up.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But back to what I'm thinking about. So you organize and get everyone together. You're like, okay, cool. We're all going to play on Thursday nights. I'm going to be the dungeon master or game master or whatever it is. Thursday comes around. 2 people call out because they're like, oh, I'm tired. oh, I can't get a babysitter. Like, you knew about this weeks in advance. Get your shit together. And then you have to reschedule again, and reschedule again, and reschedule. Then you finally get everyone together on that one magical night. And then everyone just fucks right the fuck off. Trying to create this, like, badass super character. He's like, I've got this campaign in my mind. You're over here creating this fucking crazy ass character that is not going to matter much down the line. You can max out your stats, do whatever. Cool, let's get this started. So for like 3 to 4 hours, they're talking about their fucking characters and doing bullshit. Then you finally start getting to the campaign, and you're like an hour into it. Like, oh, we moved. We're just in the tavern. That's all we got. And then you try to get everyone together again. Missing out. Doing this. I'm busy. I'm on vacation. Oh no, I'm sick. No, she's going to do a special thing on OnlyFans right now. I need to watch it because I got such a hard on for it, and see how it costs so much. Yeah, we know. What the fuck ever. So you got so much going on with these people.
This actually happened to you, didn't it?
No, it did not. This
is all hypothetical.
I'm collecting all the knowledge from other friends who have been in this situation, and just kind of putting it all together. So you finally get a campaign going. People drop off, but you finally get it going, and you actually get people who constantly show up. But you get to a point where they're like, oh, this is getting boring. Let's start a new one. You're like, fuck you. Fuck right the fuck off. Do better. But essentially it just boils down to like, hey, we all want to do this thing. You want to be in control of it? No. You want help? No. You want to just make a badass character and just start slicing people? Yes. You're like, don't. That's why so many people that are game masters, dungeon masters, or whatever you want to call it, are pissed off because there's so many people that just want to participate in the game but don't actually contribute.
Yeah, this is why there's I think it might be a meme, or it might just be from one webcomic that I used to read years ago. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure it was Something Positive was the name of the webcomic. But people were getting off task, or basically screwing around playing D&D, and the dungeon master got to the point where just, all right, rocks fall, everyone dies. Which is a great way to end the campaign, I think. It's, okay, yeah, we found the culmination of all the joy we're going to get out of this. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Well, rocks fall, everyone dies. Well, I got this ability. Nope, the rocks fall straight out the sky. Well, I got this strength, and like, no, this rock weighs over 3 tons.
Magic rocks.
Magic rocks from the sky. It kills everyone. It destroys everything, and nothing survived. Yeah.
Total cataclysm. The continent is gone. Yeah, we can't even have another campaign here because of you.
This entire nation was just crushed. It does not exist. I can breathe underwater. You can't anymore.
You can't breathe in rock.
You can't breathe in rock. But yeah, it gets to a point where the person running it just gets so frustrated with people that are coming in and out and not really fully invested into it. They're just kind of casually playing it.
So really the problem is you need a better class of friend.
True. That's the thing. You have to get friends that are really dedicated to doing something. Like this podcast.
It sure is something, isn't it, folks?
It is. It's lovely. Because I enjoy doing this.
Yes, we're going to change the internet with our witticisms.
I guess we could. Like other people have, so why can't we get in there with our witticisms?
If we go viral on Reddit or something like this, no one's going to be more shocked than me.
Hey, believe it. Believe in it.
I believe it when I see it.
Well, fucking believe in it right now, man. We're going to blow up on wherever the fuck platform we're going to be on.
This is your responsibility, folks.
It is. It's all on you. Like, we're going to try to do the best that we can, but it's on you.
We need you to be our cult.
We need you to be part of the syndicate.
Yes, little ducklings.
Mm-hmm.
Have we decided that ducklings is what we're going to call people that watch this?
Hell yeah, we're gonna call them ducklings. They like it. Hopefully they like it. Well, too bad if you don't like it, you're gonna like it. Now.
Let's be honest. You are willingly watching something called Rubber Duck Syndicate. I mean, not a whole lot of. Man, I had a really great joke and it just went the fuck away.
Yup.
God.
No, it's not gonna be back there.
No, it's gone. It's gone forever. I don't even remember what I was going to approach saying.
I'm assuming it's gonna deal with something with ducklings.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
It's something like something like you don't have a leg to stand on, but it's going to be clever and witty and funny and like. No, I'm sorry, I have failed you.
This is the first time, folks. So just get used to it because we're gonna fail you a lot.
Yeah. Get used to disappointment. if we can cultivate a low level of disappointment that everyone just accepts, then things will be moving along a lot more smoothly in the future.
Yeah, people are gonna be like, "Oh man, like they had really clever banter. They had really good jokes."
And they didn't.
And then they didn't for 20 minutes because they were talking about just breaking legs.
And Dungeons and Dragons not happening.
And someone just cranking it out to someone on OnlyFans on a Thursday.
Okay, let's work our way back to something. We bookmarked the whole.
I brought it back.
Yeah, the porn star D&D idea.
Yes.
I think that would be hilarious, and not just hilarious, just genuinely interesting. Because
it would be.
Porn stars are in fact human beings that enjoy doing things in their lives. Yeah. Some of them may in fact enjoy role playing games.
Definitely do, because you think about it. So they already have the materials for it. So they're a dominatrix. They already have.
They've already got plenty of leather. They have costumes.
They got. Yes. That's why people are so into like BDSM because they're into D&D and BDSM and it melds together. It's right there.
I don't know which particular corner of the internet you go to for your pornography, but I feel like it's somehow very much more specific than mine.
Oh no, mine is very. It's almost generic. I was like, fat naked dudes. That's
.com.
There's literally.
There's bound to be something like that.
There probably is. It's just fatnakeddudes.com.
Yeah, internet, you're going to have to tell us because we are not going to go to this address.
I will.
You report back next week.
No, but I'm thinking like so. Yeah, because if you think about it, those two worlds already kind of come together, where they already have the leather and whips and bullshit like that.
Well, they're already used to literally, portraying a fantasy.
Mm-hmm. But they also role play. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of role playing. So they, when they're doing the role playing, they're creating a scenario or situations just off the rip. So these porn stars, if you kind of think they're dumb, they are not. They're making so much money off you that you don't even realize it. You're like,
there's a reason people do it consistently.
Yes.
And, I'm not going to, speculate as to whether like the industry as a whole is abusive or whatnot because I'm sure
it is.
Yeah, I'm sure that there are enough examples of genuinely awful behavior in every part of every industry, specifically the porn industry, that I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just,
You just wanted to ramble, didn't you?
Yeah, I feel like, the idea that everyone in porn is there essentially against their will or because, they're forced by economic circumstance or someone is like abusing someone and bullying them.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be everyone, can it?
It can't be everyone, but it's a majority. That's the bad part about it. Like, kind of you think about, I'm trying to think of another a scenario you can put that in. All right, so say we'll put it in a situation like this. You're at a rally, 100 people there. You're there. You're like, yeah, I'm rallying for this thing. Cool, I'm here.
Is it Trump?
I didn't say that. I had no affiliation. I didn't say whatever affiliation it was. But just say there's a group of 100 people.
It's a monster truck rally.
Sure, we'll do that. So it's a monster truck rally, and you're in the group of 100 people. And they're like, oh, these are most of our dedicated fans. These 100, cool. Yeah, yeah. But if there's like, say, 10 of them that are just, straight up Nazis, yeah, everyone's going to think that you're Nazis. Even though you're not. You're like, yeah, they're still associating in that
Right,
group.
but yeah, that's the I forget what the quote is. Like if you're at a dinner table, if there are 10 people at a dinner table with one Nazi, then there are 11 Nazis at a dinner table.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of the same thing with, like, I will say, maybe the equivalent, like, say, for the porn industry. Not everyone is getting views and not being forced there, but there is a good number of people that are forced into it for whatever reason that, they have to do it for income, or they're doing it for, maybe they're getting blackmailed, or they have to do it to, like, break free from some other situation. It's bad enough that's happening, like, in the industry, but since there are people that are still in the industry that it's not happening to them, it's still happening. So it's still bad. But we'll know what? We'll get back into the lighter things. We'll talk about these porn stars that have creativity, because they definitely do. Because you have to think about it. They are creative enough to role play and not, say, repeat the same information.
Yeah, and also, I'm sure that some of them are even creative enough to have podcasts.
We are not porn stars.
Yet. The joke just writes itself.
It did.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're creative enough to come up with these different scenarios, different things, different role plays where they're not repeating the same information. They're coming up with something new, something creative, for minutes at a time. Because guess what? People that have watched pornography.
None of you have, I'm sure.
I hope not. I hope you are pure people that have never seen pornography ever. But I heard that
I have heard it said.
I've heard it said. But you'll watch pornography and some people will have, like, say, 2 or 3 phrases, and they'll just stick with that, and that is it. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yes, oh yeah, yes, and that's kind of how it goes. There's no creativity.
I mean, really, the secret to dirty talk, like in like real life, is essentially narrating.
Yes.
So I mean, you just say what you're doing and confirm that your partner enjoys it.
Yeah.
That's the essence of dirty talk. It's all you have to do.
Yeah, but there's some people that just, they don't take that notation. They're like, oh, I'm going to just say the most off-the-wall shit and see if they're going to drive with it. They're like, no, please.
At some point, there's like a porn star saying, like, wait, you're really not sure if I'm enjoying this thing you're doing to me? You keep asking? Yes, I'm enjoying it! No, let's move on!
All you just see is so, they're just doing it, and they're saying the things, they're like, yeah, just wrap it up. What all I can think about now is I believe from Scary Movie.
Which I've seen.
Yes. When I forgot what her character's name was in the movie. She's they were having, I guess they were having sex, and like, oh, talk dirty to me. Like, it was Ray and whatever his girlfriend's name was.
Was that Anna Faris?
No. Black woman.
Oh, okay, the other characters.
Yes. Right. And he's like, oh, talk dirty. She's like, I'm gonna get this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make this mine. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna piss on your face. I'm gonna shit on these walls, Ray. And he's like, and she's like, too dirty? He's like, yeah. Well, that was the funniest scene. That was one of the funniest scenes in Scary Movie, which, I just aged myself, because that came out like 26 years ago.
Is that in the 90s it came out?
Like late 90s. Like very late 90s, probably early 2000s.
I can't remember if that came out when I was in college or if I was in high school.
I want to say it probably came out like in 2000. Like 99 or 2000. Maybe around there.
I remember Scream came out when I was in high school.
Yeah, Scream came out like in 90.
Like 97 or 98.
Yeah, 97, 98. And then, yeah, so probably like shortly after that, that's when Scary Movie came out. So we'll just say Scary Movie is at least 25 plus years old.
And you said they're making a new one with the Wayans brothers are back,
Yes, they are.
which is a good sign.
No, it is a very good sign because they kind of got fucked in the process when they were making the movies. So they wanted to make the first movie. I think I probably talked to you about
Yeah,
this
you said they
before.
want to make the first movie, and then they got pressured into making the other.
Yeah, the first movie came out. They were like, okay, this is gonna be one and done. But it was so successful, they were like, hey, can you make a second one? They were like, no, make a second one. No. Here's a buttload of cash. Sure, we got you. Like, all right, cool. Successful number 2. Let's keep it going. They're like, oh, we bought the movie rights. Like, oh, we're gonna keep making the movies? Not with you guys. You guys are too high priced, so we're gonna just keep taking the scary movies and making them on our own, and you guys can kick rocks. So that just kind of fucking sucked for them, and then like they just that you can see the downgrade of scary movies from like what Scary Movie 3 all to wait to Scary Movie. I
I'm
want
not
to.
sure I even watched any after the second one.
I think I've seen
Was the second one the one that had Chris with the tiny hand? Yeah.
Take me strong hand.
Which it shouldn't have even been in a movie ever in the first place. But the fact that that joke has become like an enduring reference in pop culture, it just blows me away.
And what's really odd is I think I've just experienced the Mandela effect. Because I don't think he actually says that in the movie.
What? No, take my strong hand.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely does when he's trying to save somebody who's falling off the roof.
I'll double check. But I think there was something I may have read online that's like, yeah, we all kind of remember, like, he says this. And then he's like, oh, yeah, he doesn't say that in the movie. He says something, like, kind of related to that or, like, somewhat similar. But I'll double check that after this.
Well, we'll see how far we've shifted out of our native dimension now.
Yeah, we'll find out. But, so, because they had, I want to say they went up to, like, Scary Movie 6 or 7? There were some where I'm like, oh, Snoop Dogg showed up in one of them.
Which ordinarily is a universal positive for a movie.
Yeah.
But if Snoop Dogg can't save your property, who can?
Yeah, apparently not Snoop Dogg. Not at that point.
On a completely unrelated note, I want to hear like Snoop Dogg. I wish he would record books on tape. Just like no joke. I was like, I want to hear him narrating.
That's the great thing now about essentially AI. It can happen. It can be a thing where you're like, I want to I haven't used AI myself, so I can't tell you. So you'll probably just type in the prompt to like,
Snoop Dogg reads the vagina monologues. We're sitting on a gold mine here, folks.
oh, and that's what's gonna be so bad. Someone's gonna take that idea, and they're gonna run with it, and they're actually gonna do it.
And then they're gonna make a movie out of it.
They're gonna make a movie out of it, or just Snoop Dogg just reading, Snoop Dogg's voice reading books to them. They're like, oh, I got this book report due. It's on Moby Dick, and it's just Snoop Dogg just reading.
That I feel like would be like a beneficial to society use of AI if we could just have everything read by Snoop Dogg.
True.
I mean, Snoop Dogg might have something to say about watering down his identity and all that, but
true.
I think having more Snoop Dogg literature available is a net positive.
Yes, it is. But what I would miss out on is these Snoop mannerisms. Like, yeah, you can get his voice, he can mimic all the words, but it's not going to have the same, same tone that Snoop Dogg would do. Like, it's not going to have the same emphasis on different words, or he'll just change up some words. He's like, yeah, it's going to say, rain. Maybe he'll just say drizzle. He's like, oh, yeah, it was, he's like, for shizzle dizzle, like whatever you may say, or whatever new thing he has going on now.
So you don't think it's mathematically possible to model Snoop's language?
Ooh.
Because there must be a grammatical structure wherein it is appropriate to replace a word suffix with isl.
They're true. Like that is true. So there might be some very intelligent person out there who can actually figure that out, and they're like, oh, let me go through 20-something years of Snoop Dogg's videos, recordings, interviews, all that, and take his mannerisms and put all that information into AI, and then
And now this is like a 103 level college linguistics class right here. I mean, this is like like the grammatical constructs of Snoop Dogg's linguistic style. I mean, that would be fun as hell, but also that would be a fascinating study.
taught to you by Snoop Dogg himself.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, Snoop Dogg, teach a class. Teach a linguistics.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know. Teach a language class based on your language, because you have your own language of your own. Because it's just like everyone knows Snoop Dogg and they know how you speak, and no one gets mad about it. No one's be like, "Yeah, fuck Snoop Dogg or how he talks." Like, no one's ever been mad about it. Like, I can't. Well, has there actually ever been somebody actually mad at Snoop Dogg for any reason?
I'm sure there have been people angry with him, but not for anything that he did. There are probably some people that got hurt by some stuff that like maybe he didn't notice them or something like that.
Yeah.
Imagined slights, but Snoop, and this is of course based on my deep familiarity with him personally because I know him and we go way back. I mean, he does not exude the air of someone who really would even bother having a problem with anybody.
No, he's like, fuck off, and he'll just walk away because he has money like that. He has fuck off and walk away money.
Yeah. And also has fuck off and walk away bodyguards.
Yeah, that too.
Even if anybody wanted to start some shit with Snoop Dogg, they got to get through a wall of meat to get to him.
Yeah, like even on his say worst day, he still has like 2 bodyguards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but like there is a very wholesome thing, and you've probably seen it, where so Snoop has grandkids.
The Snoop Lion thing.
The Snoop Lion thing, but also there's another thing that he does that's very wholesome. So instead of taking away attention from the grandkids and they're like, if they're having a birthday party, everyone's like, "Oh, Snoop Dogg is here. Let's go talk to Snoop Dogg." What he does, and I guess maybe he still does it, or I guess I kind of blew up the spot, but it's already the information's been out there. He will dress in whatever character or theme that's going on in that character's costume, so he can still be around his grandkids and celebrate with them without taking the attention away from them.
That's cool. Also, that gives me this beautiful image of like Snoop Dogg as like the Green Power Ranger. Mm-hmm. Pulling out instead of the flute whistle thing, it's just what We should be in charge of Hollywood, really.
Snoop Dogg, the Green Power Ranger. Another phrase that has probably never been said before, or maybe it has, but never actually recorded.
You're welcome, Internet.
Yes, please do with that what you will.
We got to start, fan campaigns for this. Like, everybody write a letter to Snoop Dogg and to Konami. Who the hell owns the Power Rangers?
Bandai. I believe Bandai still owns the Power Rangers.
Bandai is one of those huge Japanese entertainment companies and entertainment and toy companies, because that's the whole point of those shows, is selling the toys.
Yes, that's how they make all the money. Because that's how I'll say the original. Some of the originals got kicked off of the I guess first or second season of the Power Rangers. So Jason, Zach, and Trini.
Jason was the red one.
Yeah, the red, black, and yellow ones. Red, black, and yellow. Apparently, they're like, the first season or mid-season was very successful. They're like, hey, it's a hit, cool. And they went back in negotiation. They're like, hey, can we get part of the toy sales? And they're like, fuck, right the fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. So they replaced them.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it.
Yeah, so that kind of sucks, but and they talk about it. They're like, yeah, like we went in and they said they wanted to go in and negotiate to get more money because they're like, yeah, you guys are making millions off of us. We're getting paid, and they were getting paid something like ridiculously low at the time, maybe like $5,000 like a
I think
week.
like the whole cast basically got screwed.
Oh yeah, they definitely did.
Because I remember seeing something like there was a reboot, not a reboot, but it was on Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Yes.
It was the
Netflix.
old school Power Rangers, and it's like, and it was such a great opportunity that they completely screwed up. Because like they could have taken the Power Rangers and have the characters aging just like their audience aged, and so like, you're dealing with stuff that people now deal with, and actually having like real character development and life and stuff, and then also happening to be Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And like they could have made such an amazing story with that, and they decided that no, it's going to be just like that kids show, only everyone's 50.
Yeah. Well, the movie was actually pretty decent. I watched
The
it.
one with what's her name? Okay, I'm blank. Elizabeth Banks.
No, not. Oh, you're talking about that one.
No. That's the only movie that I've seen. There was one. It was like a. I don't know. Or maybe it was technically a movie, but it was like Netflix only, and it was basically like a long episode.
It was essentially a Netflix movie because it was like I want to say it was like
And,
maybe
and
an
it
hour.
only had the blue guy and the Black Ranger in it.
The original blue,
The two original
the,
ones, yeah.
the original blue, the original black, and then the replacement red, which was Rocky, and then the replacement pink, which was I believe Catherine.
Yeah, it's like I vaguely remember the very first ones. That's
Yeah.
it.
And then they did a clever move since the original Yellow Ranger died in a car accident years ago.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
Very unfortunate. They made it where it's like, oh, she had a daughter before she passed away. But they didn't talk about the car accident. But like, oh, I guess like in the movie, she sacrificed herself to do whatever.
Yeah, which I mean is a major step in the Power Rangers world because I don't think anyone has ever died in Power Rangers up until that point.
There might have been
Maybe unless you count like the monsters.
the monsters. Like
But,
there might have been like one other one.
Yeah, nobody that had like a name or a human face ever died. I think.
We'll check on that a little bit later.
So, someone report back to us.
Somebody like whoever's a big Power Ranger fan, please report back to us on that. But they did a smart move having her daughter become the new Yellow Ranger, and there was just all of them like fighting. I was like, oh, cool. That is, they give everyone the nostalgia berries. They're like, hey, you remember all this? Here you go. We're going to give you all the
Now,
nostalgia.
did they have Bulk and Skull?
No.
No. See, that was like I don't know what happened to those two actors, but like the fact that they didn't even have any reference to them at all, like come on.
I think they may have referenced them, but they were not in the show or the
Was it a movie or was it like a mini series?
It was a movie.
Okay, I think I must have watched part of it and then just given up on it because
Yeah, it was a movie. It was definitely like an hour, I believe, like a little bit more than an hour. No, like it was definitely more than an hour. It was like maybe 100 minutes probably. So definitely like something with like movie length, but they just kind of did it where like, hey, you guys were original fans of the original ones. Here you go. We got something for you. There you go. Have at it.
yeah, but that just it annoys me because they could have done such an amazing thing with like a cultural touchstone for like a huge number of people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't like a big fan of it when I was a kid. I remember some of the first ones, but I mean, I've forgotten who's who in at least some of the situations. Mm-hmm. But it was such a major thing. It was a huge cultural phenomenon, and
True.
they had this opportunity to do something where they show like real character growth and like they could tell amazing stories. I mean, imagine like the story of being one of the Rangers and like having a family, and in one case they pass it down to the daughter, but I mean,
Oh, please.
yeah, but I mean, imagine like dealing with I got to wrangle Thanksgiving dinner, but oh no, a giant monster is attacking California. Be right back. But I mean, that's got to lead to some family trauma.
Yes. So you mentioned that, and my memory kind of sparked. So a friend showed me that. So in Japan, that's where the original series started.
And they have dozens of them.
Yes. So they made a spinoff of, well, I'm not sure what it's like Super Sentai. No, not Super Sentai.
Yeah, I can't remember the words either.
Whatever it is called in Japan, they took that and made a little spin-off, like a little mini series, following 3 former Power Rangers. All of them women, and they all had kids. And they were all different Power Rangers from like different series. They're like, oh, this one's from the Samurai one. This one was from like the car one. This one's from the train one. Whatever it was, but they're all mothers. They were all older, like in their late, they're like mid to late 30s, having small children, but they still answer the call of being a Power Ranger. I was like, oh, that is a fucking dope idea.
Yeah.
And there's like, yeah, well, like we're still mothers, and they contact with each other, and they're like, yeah, we still save the world and save our children.
Yeah, we've gotten to the point culturally where everyone is familiar with how superheroes work.
Yes.
Secret identity, you change clothes or put on a costume, and you fight evil, and then you go back to your regular life. Everyone knows that part, and everyone loves watching the action sequences because hey, that's the fun stuff. That's why Marvel became Marvel.
Also because it's Disney.
That true. Money helps.
Yes, money definitely does help.
But Marvel has been going through a dry spell after the whole Infinity War thing closed out because they were using a template that was just superhero action stuff.
Yes.
And they didn't have anything none of the interesting questions that people might have now. We all grew up with superhero stuff.
Yeah.
We all know how it works. So we're just seeing different flavors of the same thing over and over again when, showing different parts of it. Like, I love stuff, what was it? There's a comic which had 1 or 2 seasons of a show called Powers.
Okay.
Yeah, and Powers, like, the main character is a former superhero, but, something happened to him and he lost his powers. And so he's a detective, but he's, basically he's lamenting the fact that he no longer has his superpowers anymore. He feels like half a person.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with that. And then there's all sorts of other, superpowered characters, heroes and villains alike, but they have genuine problems. It's like one of the episodes deals with what if the most powerful superhero in the world, someone like Superman, basically like a flying god that is indestructible and can completely destroy anything at any time. What if he gets Alzheimer's?
Oh.
What if he suddenly loses track of who's the good guy and who's the bad guy? How do you deal with that? And that is fascinating, and that was amazing. And sadly, that was the last part of that series. I think obviously there's way more comics and things that they could draw from. I don't know if they were based on comics for the script or if they just took the characters and came up with new script for the series. Mm-hmm. But they, as far as I know, they didn't continue the series after that. It had the main character was played by Sharlto Copley, who is one of my favorite actors because his name is Sharlto, which is a fantastic name.
I've probably seen him before.
Yeah, you know who he is. He's the guy who was in District 9 or whatever it was. The main character. The dude turned into the alien. Yeah, he's a South African actor.
Okay.
Yeah. His name is Sharlto, which is a delightful name.
I would love to have that name. I will just introduce myself to just random people. Well, my name is Sharlto.
Sharlto.
It's
a marvelous name.
It is. It's a lovely name. But yeah, going off what you're talking about, say the most interesting thing about say Peter Parker. I say Peter Parker, everyone knows who that is. They're like, oh yeah, it's Spider-Man.
The Spectacular Spider-Man.
Or the Amazing Spider-Man.
No, there was, back in the day, they had the comic, the full title of the comic was Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which, they could have shortened it, I think.
They probably could have. But, yeah, that thing's going. Maybe we'll pick up. What do you know? But the amazing thing about Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, is not always so much his powers, it's what he deals with on a day-to-day basis. He's like, hey, I'm broke, I need money, I can't eat, I can barely live, I can barely afford where I live. I have a love triangle. I'm also not in a love triangle. I have to graduate college. We get so invested in what his issues are. We don't care about him fighting the Sinister Six. We do care, but
say what you will about Stan Lee, because there are definitely a few bad things we can say about Stan Lee. But with Spider-Man, like he knew exactly the way to go with Spider-Man. It wasn't about the guy. It wasn't about the guy in the costume. It was about the guy under the mask.
Yes.
And that was like how all the writing started with Spider-Man, and that's what made Spider-Man like the most relatable and enduring character in a lot of comics history.
Yeah, that's why he's like essentially. When people think of like say superheroes or heroes in general or people from comics, it's always Spider-Man and Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Although Batman has changed from what he once was. The original Batman, like the old school Detective Comics Batman, he carried guns.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was not afraid to shoot people and kill them. And the whole badass that is absolutely 100% against killing, which is not so consistent throughout the storytelling. Yeah. We're both thinking of the same video. They're asleep. But he has changed a lot from this sort of vigilante, like avenger of the common people, to now he's like a stand-in for police brutality.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of overlap, and like or the some of the people that are fans of Batman are fans of Batman because he's allowed to beat the shit out of bad guys, where cops would be restricted from doing that by the law in theory.
And well, a lot of other people pointing out, they're like, yeah, Batman is beating up on these thugs that are doing bad and bullshit like that, but he doesn't give like. All right, so I'm trying to put it together. So yeah, they attack him. He's defending himself. Blah blah blah. But there's also sometimes like he just goes to their warehouse and just starts fucking beating everyone's ass. Like, what happens in this warehouse? Like, this is just a dude that was working.
This is an Amazon warehouse, man. Quit it.
Well, like, yeah, it might be a bad warehouse where like they're shipping drugs and like, what? This is just an unknown guy. He's like, hey, they were advertising this job, make $1,000 a week, loading trucks. He's like, oh yeah, I'm down on my luck here in Gotham. I need money. He goes, starts working, and then just one day he's at work, loading up the fucking truck. Batman blows through a window. He's like, oh shit, Batman. And then Batman just roundhouse kicks him in the face, breaks his jaw.
Yeah, like the whole misdirected intentions of Batman. It's like he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, we're going to do billionaire stuff like designing and building a bat-shaped airplane that I can secretly fly out of my bat cave underneath my mansion so I can fight crime. Or I could build a school.
Yeah, people point out a lot of different things of like how messed up the system is. They're like, yeah, Batman goes around the streets and beating up thugs because they're doing bad. Like, yeah, what if he just created great jobs?
Yeah. Batman could like resolve poverty in Gotham City overnight.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm building this textile thing. I'm building this new school over here. I'm going to build this, distribution center over here. I'm going to create 5,000 jobs. You get, health benefits day one. You get childcare. You get a sign-on bonus. What if you get all this shit and like it really just end up costing him, out of pocket like $1 billion? He's still worth, $90 billion.
And then he's also publicly the man who saved Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, crime rate went way down. Everyone's working. People are happy. He's like, oh yeah.
Imagine if Bruce Wayne was revealed as Batman publicly. Mm-hmm. I mean, would you be surprised or just angry?
Oh, I'll be pissed the fuck off.
Like if we found out that there was like someone doing that here, and we found out, oh yeah, it's actually Elon Musk.
Oh god, that fucking ass.
And I want to say objectively, there's absolutely nothing at all to link any kind of coolness, i.e. Batman, with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is anti-Batman.
He's anti-Batman and not cool at all. I'm on record for it. I'm not sure if you're going to agree with me.
Oh, no. Yeah, he is a douchebag.
Yeah, because maybe this podcast will get around to him. Yeah, you're not cool. You try to be. You got yachts and big-ass houses and, 12 kids and, you're trying to have sex with all these women. But guess what? we heard you got a botched, penis surgery, so that makes you uncool.
I haven't heard anything about his penis, and I'm frankly glad.
Yeah, well, all I heard was it was a botched penis surgery, so I was like, haha, your wing doesn't work, or it may work, or it just looks funny. Maybe it just like it has like an L shape, so you have to go like this,
Like to the left or right, or like up and down. You have to move like a knight.
Okay, folks, you know what?
That's a great time to end.
That's going to be our podcast. Thank you.
See us next week when Elon Musk throws us in the dungeon.